Okay, I've got one drone flight from the 2nd of June. It's approximately an hour, 40 minutes prior to when I normally fly it, but it was clear skies for the most part. It was let's just say it was clear skies minus the spraying. We'll just say that until this point of the day. I did do some screenshots. I was struggling trying to pull some stuff out that I knew was there, but with that that ironic cover that came in, it's pretty tough. Now down here is where that crick is, where I said that there's normally a couple families of geese there with babies. I don't know. I haven't seen any baby geese yet. That little zapper light's not there at this time when I was flying the drone. Must have jumped the gun. Figure of speech, anyway. Yeah, there was no cloud like this at all day, and it was absolutely boiling hot. It was over 80, I know, which I don't like heat too much, especially not like that. I guess I like it more about 0. Because there's absolutely no mosquitoes, and I've got one mosquito around me that I absolutely cannot find or catch. And everybody knows that one mosquito that you can hear, but you never see him. He's like a little ninja. So he's actually distracting me right now. I'll get over it. I did save one picture, or I should say, I saved one screenshot, but there'll be multiple pictures of it where I darkened it up, changed the lighting a little bit on it, like darkened it, or I added like the blue to it to try to make something basically disappear if it was there or not. There was other objects there. Like I say, I had a heck of a time trying to pull them out. I know it looked like there was like 3 objects by the sun again. And I didn't actually even realize what I actually caught right away. I don't know how I missed it. Could have showed it to a blind person. They could have pointed it out. I guess I wasn't looking there. Now, I don't know if this system's going retrograde or not right now. I thought it should have been. I could be wrong. All I know is I don't think I've caught this object before, or I just really haven't paid that close attention. Well, I mean, I've paid attention, but never caught it. It could have been lower on the ecliptic or something, past the horizon. But then again, I normally don't fly the drone this early towards sunset, so that's probably why I haven't caught it, but it's not really a legitimate excuse because this cloud cover's never like that at this time. So no, this is the one screenshot that I kept that I'll show you. There was other stuff. The sun should be right in here, but for some reason, if you darken this up even more, there's two lit up objects. Now it could be a reflection off of the sun, or the sun could be reflecting a cloud. That's why I wasn't 100% sure on that. However, the one thing that I am sure of, and I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, I don't know how far this object is out. Obviously I'm going to say I hope this object's a lot closer than the sun is, depending on how far the sun actually is. Because if it's actually equivalent to the distance of the sun, then it's bigger than the sun. If you look up in the upper right corner right here, right here to here, I don't know. I hope people can see that. Either I'm just looking way too far into the picture. But it's I don't know how you can not say that that is an object there. It's not a cloud that the sun is just magically making it look perfectly round and kind of reflection. It's not really reflection, it's just the sun's kind of lighting up a small portion of it, because you'll see one side's darker than the other basically. See, like from here to here, it looks lit up more than from here to here. So obviously the sun's not on the right hand side of it. And I would argue with anybody all day long on how clouds are not perfectly round. Clouds can be pretty close to round, but clouds are not spherically round. It's just, they're not. I argued with somebody about that 3 years ago, and I don't know. It's kind of like the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I don't know. And I didn't do a second drone flight because I had to screen record this, because when I was still flying the drone, the SD card filled up on the drone, so I had to land the drone, and then I had to transfer the video and stuff, and that took way too long. I don't even know why it took that long to transfer it. Otherwise I could have had a second flight in, and I could have possibly caught this object again if it was moving retrograde or prograde. I think a lot of times, like, if you noticed, a lot of the distraction was more over in from, like, from here and here. The distraction was more in there, when actually if you just look up a little bit, and then they try to distract you, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. They'll show you one thing in one hand, and then the other hand it's reaching around to smack you, But if that's not a round spherical object, then I don't know. I'm looking too far into the picture, but I don't think I am. Let me know what you think about it, if I am looking too far into the picture. Like I say, on the other screenshots, I know there's a couple other objects around the sun. There's probably a whole lot more going on than what I just caught. Like, this is an obvious. I think there's a lot more going on at this time than what I could actually pull out because of that cloud. Now, I'm not saying I hope this object's a lot, like half the distance to the sun, if the sun is where it's at, for distance-wise. I mean, I'm not saying I hope it's a lot closer. I'm just saying, that object is bigger than the sun. If you watch the sun go down, that object's a lot, probably 3, 4 times the size of the sun, if it's the same distance as the sun. It's huge. So if my eyes are not deceiving me, I don't know. I know we had a heck of a thunderstorm, so-called storm, come in and cross through late this afternoon. It was well after dark. And ironically, you always, when a large object like this passes, or that comet passes past, you will get crazy thunderstorms. Like, not thunderstorms, lightning storms. And last 2 summers ago, we got one heck of a storm. And that's generally when these larger objects will pass over, in my opinion. I've been trying to prove it, and I can't find some of the stuff. I just have too much stuff on this. But I was trying to work with that to figure out if my theory's right on that when these really bad storms cross over, if it's just not an actual object that is that close that it's crossing over and it's just creating that storm. So let me know what you think.